Today, we are diving into method acting and embodying the identity that we know that we be for ourselves, to have living proof, even though we're not going to seek proof, we are the proof. And that way, when we share this with others, with clients, etc., people we're coaching, you know, we've done it, right? So, the first thing I want to talk to you about is getting The first thing I want to talk to you about is getting your body. We want to not only be doing our regressions, but part of our reality alchemy is our daytime practices. So today I'm really talking about these daytime practices that we can instill, as well as we will do a regression towards the end to put some of that in practice in the imagination. But daytime practices of getting your body moving in the morning, in the evening, in the middle of the day is really powerful while you're doing a visualization, while you're embodying the character that you be, right? This highest version self that is healthy, wealthy, in love with their partner, living their best life. We want to go through those movements, like have the body move while we're visualizing. So I want you to go ahead and we're just going to do a short body practice. And you're going to put on your favorite music, right? Maybe you'll have headphones on so you can hear me. And I want you to close your eyes and move your body. And I want you to start to visualize you're at the beginning of something that you know you're calling in, right? And now you're going to start to, as you're moving your body, go through the scene. It's happening. And the biggest climatic moment is about to happen. I want you to really feel that, feel grateful for it, and move your body. And then as the thing happens, it drops in. We're going to come to that climatic moment. So move your body, feel the gratitude. Here it comes. It's about to drop in. And then feel it. It's happening. It's normal. But you're excited about it. It's so much satisfaction. And then it's so normal. You just move through that moment to the next. What happens? Let your body feel it after the fact. And then feel the gratitude after the fact. Good. And then we're going to start to bring it down. You can go ahead and come back to seat. In the morning is going to be really key, especially like in the evening when you're, just like celebrating the day, morning, noon, and night. You're celebrating the day. You're celebrating life. You're in the character of the heart is expanded. When you practice that rehearsal with some body movement, with the heart expanded, with good music, you are going through physical movement. Your body's getting another level of neuroplasticity. The neuroscience proves that practicing while we're moving the body with the heart open gives us the rehearsals we're needing so that we can practice this in the waking day and have it happen, right? Your nervous system, the identity you're holding that you have rehearsed and practiced in all these different ways, when it feels safe, it's going to allow it to happen and it's going to particleize these things into position. So when we were looking at the exact neuroscience, I want us to actually realize that, start to lock this in, these understandings of these terms of our brain. When you imagine and emotionally inhabit this identity, right, and physically inhabit it, you're literally building out in your prefrontal cortex this identity. This is our decision center, so that we start to actually know how to decide and move with life as this being who you really are, your highest version self. And that then starts to issue new commands that starts to allow for the reality to bend into position of whatever your identity has rehearsed and practiced and called in and knows that it's there. Your hippocampus, deep inside the brain, records these experiences as real memories. Okay. Your mirror neurons start copying the behavior of the version of you that you're embodying. So it starts to literally, the mirror neurons and the reality itself, the ether fabric mirrors in both ways, within and without, for all the things that you've inputted. So the what we talked about on Monday of, looking in the mirror right when we get up and saying, I'm the type of woman who now embodies success and my nervous system is at ease. I am the woman who is in a loving partnership, and my nervous system loves being around him and loves being held and touched and taken out. Like that, all that input within the mirror, like looking at yourself in the mirror and talking in both directions, like you're speaking as the woman, as well as even practicing and rehearsing what they'll say back to you. All of this mirror technology is working in your favor to actually start to, through neuroscience, through quantum mechanics, literally start to particleize everything to position and builds copies for these things to happen with the mirror neurons. And then most importantly, your amygdala, the center that literally is trying to keep you safe from changing. It tells um, the whole body, it says if there's change happen and you haven't rehearsed the change to feel normal and natural, if the identity you're trying on doesn't feel normal and natural, and I'll add in there also grateful, like really putting into that, like when you're taking your walk and you've got your headphones on or you're doing just dancing like we just did, like feel your heart expanding wide open. Because that gratitude literally allows for the amygdala to relax. It says, oh, this is loving. This is safe to be this version. This, what she's visualizing. This is actually really normal for us. This is who we are now. So what I also wanted to talk about before I do our practice is method acting. With actors, they don't pretend to be the role. They actually try on the role before they actually go into the set. And, some people will method act for months at a time way before they actually start filming. And so that means, like I always think of Jim Carrey with this example that, he learns, he basically brainwashed himself so much that he couldn't even go back to gym, after whatever movie he played. Maybe it was a Truman Show. I have to look into that. But when we method act, we're literally dropping into character, into this new identity, the true identity. It seems new, but who you truly be at your highest version reality. And that means you're going to breathe different. You're going to dress different. So, I am method acting my highest version self as I've been playing with you all, since early December with this project we're on with Reality Alchemy. I'm in character and my life is rapidly shifting. I've done this time and time again. That's why I'm teaching it. And it is magical who we really are. Like, we go into the magic land at our three miracles and different centers I've had, meaning we talk about the light being, the light body, and, all of our clairs, all of our abilities, and the avatar, how powerful this body is, this light body. And when we understand the neuroscience behind it, we start to allow these things to quicken. So this is why you, as a being on its own who's going to do reality alchemy, or if you go all the way in and you're going to practice hypnosis and regression with people, you being this, you being understanding the neuroscience, you being this powerful player of reality is going to turn heads. It's going to make magic for you, your family, everyone around you, your community is going to grow and expand. Um, it's super powerful what you're doing. So I'm super grateful for all of you. And so with the method acting, I want you to really start to play with your character. Our exercise, we're going to go into not only the easy scenes, but how do you handle pressure? As the new you, the true you, when you method act, do you handle family members differently? Do you handle when you go to the bank? Do you dress, talk, walk? You're in character. Like how do you be? This is what we want to start to do. We're going to do it in our regression in a minute. But all today, I want you to be in character. If you're listening to this at night tonight, then tomorrow morning when you get up, like, what is the character put on? If you need to go change your outfit or put a scarf on or get some big funky glasses, that's what I'm on a hunt for. I'm going to be going to like TJ Maxx or something and just getting a bunch of really big chunky glasses because I've been playing with the yellow ones and everybody loves them so much that I know it's adjusting my character. Okay. So I just look at my notes. So when they method act, they change how they sit, how they walk, how they breathe, how they speak, how they react to stress, how they relate to other people until the character becomes natural. And so we're essentially trying on like a future self as our role, and we're bringing it into the present. We want to also remember that when you do these exercises or you're telling clients about these exercises, it's not just about doing the exercise morning, noon, and night. It's not just about doing a laid back regression. It's about the rest of the day. So that means no complaining that, the true you actualized scenes aren't showing up yet. If they're not showing up yet, it's because you're literally, the neural pathways are having to rebuild. They're having to strengthen the myelin sheaths through the repetition. The amygdala is having to feel really safe with all the change. So you might have some slight, like, seemingly conflict scenes show up. And if you drop into old character of fear self, which is the amygdala, then you're back in the old version and you're being ruled by your subconscious. But if you actually maintain character, the new character, the true you, then you're using the prefrontal cortex and you're actually able to stay calm and say, I know that I'm creating reality. And this is just like an old version reality literally leaving. And it seems like it's a challenge. How is the true me handle this? Right? If you're a billionaire, how do you handle it? If you're in the love of your life, how do you handle this relationship now? That's going to use the prefrontal cortex, and it's going to start to tell the amygdala, we are safe even through stress and pressure. The other thing I have on here is, you don't, when you're doing this work, play, you don't go searching for evidence all day. You don't keep checking your phone, checking your text. If you're looking for a relationship, you don't keep like, like, is he here or where is he? You're you're in joy. It's already happened. You're in flow. You're in such, like, focus more on gratitude all day, that you're so grateful that you can breathe. Start with the small stuff. You're so grateful that you you get to play in this way. You get to like touch curtains. You get to like feel your skin and actually feel something back. All the little things, and then you move to the bigger things. How grateful you are that you're in the love. You're in the relationship of your life, the most loving, joyful, happy relationship. And it's amazing, right? Okay. So let's go ahead. I don't want to go too long here. Before I do, just a little housekeeping. Remember, um, this, we have two groups going right now. And this Saturday is the 10th at noon on Zoom. You guys are all going to be doing your third and final class of the higher self regression training. Those of you who just joined in January, you have the option to jump in with us and do the training for the higher self regression on this Saturday, the 10th. I'm pretty sure everybody answered me and you guys are all in. So it's going to be a larger group. And if not, then I still will honor what I offered at the beginning, to do it on the following Saturday, the 17th. So remember, come with, be fed, be ready. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to go like concise as I can in 2.5 hours. And I'm really going to just put the pedal to the metal of like clarity of doing the actual higher self method, regression and hypnosis technique, and make sure you guys are ready to go. And the month of January, you have use, if you're local, to use the center to schedule your trades. So if you're being certified with this, you need to do at least 3 trades. We'll talk about that on Saturday. But I want to open up the center, which I do throughout the years when we're in groups like this, to make sure you guys have like a place to practice these healing arts. So let's do this. Okay. So let's go ahead and get relaxed. You're going to sit up or lay down. Start to take some deep breaths, inhaling. And as you exhale, flutter your eyes, open and close a few times. And then let your eyelids become heavy and relaxed. And take a nice inhale of golden light. Exhale, let that golden light wave through your body. It's releasing any old version of you and aligning the true you. The version of you that already lives the life you desire steps within you, or it may seem like she's in front of you. If she's in front of you, let her move into you and let her begin to literally move your breath. Their posture becomes your posture. You are one. Your breath merges completely. Begins to shift you into who you truly are completely. This identity is you. The presence fills your body, and you are no longer practicing. You are this character. With each breath, your body relaxes, your mind becomes more quiet as this version. And we drop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your nervous system opens to a new normal. You are safe in expansion. You are steady in power. You are anchored in your becoming. We're going to open up to a scene where you are now living your life as your true self, highest version. Notice your environment. It starts to particleize around you, opening up in the imagination. Notice your body as you're letting the environment reveal itself. Notice your energy as the environment reveals. And as you do so, we're just going to imagine that a challenge appears. It's an energy. It may actually have some form to it. Something that requires your leadership, your choice of choosing maturity of the highest version you, the neutral you. Watch how you respond. You don't collapse. You do not rush. You do not question yourself. You simply breathe. You decide. You move. And the challenge is no longer a challenge. It simply is an event that is now has a solution because you handled it with ease. Breathe in a color, light that represents this type of ability, of neutrality, of simply deciding and handling the reality as it moves through you, for you. This is how you handle life now. As you do so, you begin to just use that color to levitate and lift out of that scene, expanding. And as you expand and you integrate with that color, your life begins to grow. More opportunities, more clients that are sparkling, more money in all sorts of ways and currency, more attention, and with that, more responsibility. Your nervous system stays calm inside of it all, for you are built for this level. You are steady in abundance and relaxed in success. Now, your true love appears in your life. See them sitting next to you, sharing space. Notice an activity you're doing together. And breathe the color of safety, of ease. This is natural. Love and intimacy are safe and normal. Connection is familiar. As you do so, the color may shift. Your love of your life goes off on what they need to do. And you again expand with light, with calm and ease. As you do so, you feel as if you are in this queen code, this, excuse me, this alignment of pure presence, pure power, potency. You realize why you arrived at this time. You realize that all your desires were simply the ignition, the igniting of the fire within you to particleize reality. We come now as we levitate to the beautiful higher self garden to sit next to our favorite tree as we let some truths settle into every cell. Notice the tree. Maybe you're feeling it up against your back as you're sitting up with your back to it, or you're facing it and touching it. Let your heart open with gratitude for existence, for the power of your imagination, for the plenty of your nervous system abilities. As you breathe and commune here, taking in these final truths for today, you realize you no longer seek proof. You realize you no longer question. You no longer complain, you celebrate. You practice more presence and listening. You know that when you speak, it's a command and it happens. You live from knowing. You move from certainty. You are already who you have been becoming. Your body learns this identity now. Your mind accepts it. Your nervous system, aka calm system, stabilizes in it. You are no longer rehearsing the future. You are living from it. Thank the garden and thank the tree as we come back to the sparkling steps. We're going to count up 5, slowly returning to the room. 1, 2, not leaving the identity, for you are her. 3, carrying the posture. 4, the breath. And 5, coming all the way back with certainty, remembering your nervous system knows the life Reality has no choice but to follow. Now go play. Be her. You are her. I see you. And we'll see you Friday.